Hi, families and readers. Today we are going to finish Junie B. Jones' Aloha-ha-ha, and we are going to read the last chapter, which is titled Aloha. So it's always bittersweet to finish a great book. Remember, you can always go back and reread. Maybe you even have the book at home now, or you found it online. Right now you can find lots of books for free digitally through public libraries. So if you have any questions about accessing that, you can send me a message and I'll do my best to help you. But good books are just like great movies. If there's a movie that you really like, often you'll watch it more than once. Books are the same way. You can go back and reread it or listen to it again. And sometimes we hear details or read details that we might have missed the first time. So remember, the last time we read together, we read the chapter titled Clicking. And the reason it was titled Clicking, do you remember what happened in that chapter? Junie B's family took a lot of pictures because that was when the bird got in her head. So here we are, chapter 9, Aloha. It's the next day and she's writing about her adventure. Day 5. Dear first grade journal, it is already tomorrow morning. Mother and Daddy are still sleeping. Only I don't even know how they could even go to sleep at all last night, because yesterday was the excitingest day of my life. Donald talked in the microphone the whole way home. He said that the bird was just a baby, and it thought my head was a giant flower, probably. Also, he said how brave I was and that I was a delightful little girl. It was a very interesting conversation. But that was not even the end of my exciting bird day. On account of last night, I took a bubble bath and Squeezer got all warmish and soapish. Do you remember who Squeezer is? Squeezer's her swim ring that was too tight for her. Let me go back and reread. But that was not even the end of my exciting bird day. On account of last night, I took a bubble bath and Squeezer got all warmish and soapish. And what do you know? He slipped right off with the bubbles. I am getting to be excellent with birds. Someday I will be a nature guy, probably. I thought for a second. Or maybe I will be a photojournal guy, possibly. I tapped on my chin. No, wait. Maybe I might like to arrange hair flowers, because I have a talent for that too, I believe. Do you see how she crossed out her writing and edited it? She revised it to spell correctly. No, wait, maybe I might like to arrange hair flowers, because I have a talent for that too, I believe. From Junie B, Nature Guy, and other possible stuff. I put my pencil down and took out my photo journal, because after the bus trip yesterday, we went right to the drugstore and we got my pictures developed and they turned out beautifully, I tell you. I showed them to Philip, Johnny Bob, and Squeezer. They loved them very much. Also, I tried to show them to Dolores, but she was busy getting a facial. After I finished looking at the pictures, I lined them up in my journal and I printed their captions, all nice and neat. I smiled as I read them. Day 1. Day 1, grouchy ladies. Day 2, doofus and squeezer. Day 3, Hawaii is making a fool out of me. Day 4, a bus full of old people. I am stunning. A bird in the head. A bird in the hands. A bird in the tree. Bye-bye, birdie. And my new friend, Dawn. Mr. Scary was right. A photo journal really does tell a story in pictures. And Dawn was right too. My bird picture was 1 in a million. I did a sigh. 1 in a million, I whispered. You really can't beat 1 in a million. I opened up my suitcase and I packed my journal real careful. I smiled some more. Room 1's first official photo journal ever, I said. I stood up a little straighter, 'cause feeling official made me taller again. Just then the radio went off. Today was going to be our last day in Hawaii. And so Mother and Daddy had set the alarm. I looked at the clock and grinned. There was still time for one more delicious pancake breakfast. I tiptoed over to Daddy and blew air in his face. He opened one eyeball. I waved, "Aloha-ha-ha," I whispered. Daddy did a chuckle. I kissed him on the cheek. Hawaii was the time of my life. And sadly, that's the end. I had so much fun reading with you. I cannot tell you how much it's meant to me, and I hope you've had a great time too. I'm going to read a couple of picture books by Ted Arnold that are about figurative language. So I hope you'll look for those too. Once I make those videos, I'll put a link in the description. Happy reading, families and learners. Mrs. Case, aka the Happy Teacher.